In the wild, the most vivid beauty is never an invitation. It's a warning. Imagine a mushroom glowing like something out of a fairy tale, one bite, and its neurotoxin stops your heart before you even taste the sweetness. Our planet is that same seductive garden, only the traps are colossal. Crushing oceans, mountains that steal your breath, and landscapes where life and death are separated by a whisper. These are not vacation spots. These are impossible places. Welcome to the most dangerously beautiful locations on Earth, places you should never visit alone. High above the valleys of the Austrian Alps, the Austria Sky Ladder presents a daunting challenge to adventurers drawn to its relentless heights. This intricate Via Ferrata route is not merely a path. It is a steel ribbon tethered to the sheer cliffs that scrape the clouds. Climbers encounter a dance of metal rungs and precarious cable bridges, where one misstep could lead to a perilous plunge. Forged from the heart of granite by nature's erosion, the Sky Ladder's existence is a testament to the power of elemental forces. Wind, ice, and rock shape a landscape of both beauty and danger. Temperatures can plummet rapidly above the tree line, while sudden gusts can test the strongest of grips. Here, focus is paramount, and each ascent requires more than physical strength. It demands unwavering mental resolve. Surprisingly, the route offers not only the thrill of risk, but also a vivid tapestry of life. Endemic alpine plants cling to cracks in the stone, while choughs and eagles soar overhead. Their cries echo through the crags. Winter storms can blanket this area in snow, rendering the ladder a white ghost against the grey stone. It closes off from all but the most determined explorers. Yet, even when the summer sun casts a warm glow, the route remains a crucible, where daring climbers seek to push their limits. The Austria Sky Ladder is a living paradox. It is a place where beauty and peril are intertwined. Here, every ascent is a conversation with gravity. Those who dare to climb know well that every summit is but a heartbeat away from the abyss. In the year 2025, if you want to hike one of the world's most dangerous paths, you can book it online, pay a fee, sign a waiver, collect a safety harness at the base, and join a queue of international tourists making the same decision. This is how the Huashan Plank Road, carved into the face of a near-vertical granite cliff in Shanxi Province, China, now operates. But before the harnesses, before the tourism, before the safety rails were bolted into the ancient stone, this path was walked by monks who came here to be alone with their God, and who understood with complete clarity that one wrong step meant a fall into a void with no end. The path itself is extraordinarily simple in concept and terrifyingly complex in reality. Wooden boards, each one roughly 1 foot wide, are inserted into slots carved by hand directly into the rock face. The slots are not deep, the boards are not thick. And the cliff face, they are attached to drops nearly vertically, hundreds of feet into fractured mountain terrain below. You walk on these boards sideways, pressing your chest against the granite, gripping iron chains bolted into the rock, shuffling laterally across the face of a mountain that seems to have been specifically designed to reject human presence. The path was created more than 700 years ago by Taoist monks seeking locations for meditation, retreats so remote, so physically inaccessible, that only the most genuinely committed spiritual seekers would make the journey. The monks weren't wrong. There is nothing casual about reaching the meditation chambers and temples scattered along this cliff face. The Huashan Plank Road is not a scenic detour, it is a commitment. It is a one-by-one elimination of every physical comfort until the only thing left is you, a wooden plank the width of your foot, and 2,000 feet of open air. For centuries, those who fell on this path were simply lost. No rescue teams, no emergency response. No one was coming. The fall would happen, and it would be final, and the mountain would continue exactly as it always had. It was only after multiple fatal incidents in the modern era that Chinese authorities stepped in and mandated the safety harness system. Before that intervention, this path claimed lives with a regularity that would be considered catastrophic anywhere else in the world. Local records from before the safety upgrade are kept deliberately vague about exact numbers, but the phrase, "several fatal falls," in any official document describing a tourist attraction should tell you everything you need to know. Even with the harness, which clips to a cable running the full length of the path, the experience is not safe in any traditional sense. You are still on a 1-foot-wide plank on a vertical cliff. You are still required to navigate sections where the plank ends and a series of iron footholds driven directly into rock take its place. You are still required to transfer your harness clip from one safety cable section to the next, which means there are brief moments, just seconds, where you are attached to nothing, high above a drop with no survivable landing, in a mountain wind that makes no promises. The monks who first carved this path understood something that modern safety engineering tries to eliminate. That proximity to genuine danger sharpens the mind with a clarity nothing else can replicate. Whether that clarity is spiritual or neurological is a matter of philosophy. That it is real is not. In Iceland's northeastern landscape, the Hverir geothermal field bursts with life and power. It is a vivid reminder of the Earth's furious energy just beneath the surface. Here the ground is alive with steam, sulfuric vapors, and boiling mud pots. This creates an eerie, yet captivating atmosphere. Visitors are met by the sharp scent of sulfur, mingled with the sight of bubbling pools and steaming fumaroles. This geothermal wonderland exists due to the intense volcanic activity beneath Iceland. Tectonic plates collide and diverge, allowing magma to draw near to the surface. This gives birth to these geothermal features. The land is sculpted by forces that evoke both fascination and trepidation. Colors shift in psychedelic hues from ochre to azure. It is the palette of a world sculpted by fire. Surprisingly, Hverir is one of the youngest geothermal fields in Iceland. It was formed only around 2,500 years ago. The continuous release of gases and hot water creates an otherworldly landscape. It is often compared to Mars, with the eroded Earth appearing alien and raw. This unexpected resemblance has drawn researchers eager to understand the likenesses and differences between our planet and others. Hverir's mud pots are not just mesmerizing spectacles. They also serve as a natural laboratory for scientists studying extremophiles. These are microorganisms that thrive in harsh conditions. Their resilience could provide clues for life on other worlds. This sparks curiosity about what might lie beyond Earth's atmosphere. As travelers navigate this surreal environment, they are reminded of nature's ferocity and beauty intermingled. Hverir, with its steam and chaos, stands as a striking illustration of the restless power beneath our feet. It is a vivid portal to the Earth's fiery heart. It reminds us of the forces that shape our world and beyond. Perched upon the silvery tides of the Normandy coast, Mont St. Michel is more than a mere island commune. It is a living paradox. This granite fortress, with its Gothic spires piercing the sky, draws visitors like moths to a flame. It whispers tales of ancient faith and relentless human ambition. Yet beneath this serene facade lies a treacherous dance. This dance is between land and sea, one that has claimed many souls over the centuries. The island is often shrouded in mist, giving it an ethereal quality. It feels as if it were conjured from the very dreams of medieval monks. These monks labored here, established as a monastic settlement in the 8th century. It has witnessed the ebb and flow of history. It has endured wars, sieges, and even the tides of time itself. But beyond its storied past, Mont St. Michel sits in an ecological theatre. Here, one of Europe's most formidable tidal ranges dictates life. The tide can rise faster than a person can run, swallowing the landscape whole in mere moments. It's said that as recently as the 21st century, spent adventurers have been caught off guard by the rushing waters. They found themselves stranded on the tidal flats with little hope of escape. A curious phenomenon occurs here as well. The Mare Montante is a tidal bore that, at its peak, generates waves resembling a runaway train. This striking interplay of ocean and earth is both mesmerizing and perilous. Not just a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Mont St. Michel transforms daily, revealing nature's raw power. Here sacred and menacing intertwine. The beauty of ancient stone defies the chaotic pull of the sea. This transforms visitors into mere whispers against its storied walls. In the silence between the tides, history breathes. Cahill's Crossing is a haunting nexus of land and water in Australia's Northern Territory. It reveals the raw and unpredictable forces of nature. This low concrete causeway stretches across the East Alligator River. In the wet season, it transforms from a mundane road into a treacherous waterway. Often, it is submerged to dangerous depths. As the river swells, the furious currents can exceed 6 feet. These currents can easily sweep unprepared vehicles downstream. Occupants can find themselves in a fierce battle against nature. Surrounding this perilous crossing are some of the world's most formidable saltwater crocodiles. They lurk just beneath the surface. These ancient predators can grow over 17 feet long. They lie in ambush, their cold eyes betraying nothing. They wait for unsuspecting prey. Drivers must navigate a delicate dance. They time their crossings with tidal shifts. They must remain ever vigilant for these silent hunters. Many have taken the gamble and lost. There are terrifying accounts of cars being claimed by the river. These incidents have prompted urgent rescues more than once. The unique ecology of this region contributes to its notoriety. It is not only a junction of terrestrial and aquatic dangers. It is also a prime habitat for diverse wildlife. This includes multiple species of birds and fish. Cahill's Crossing embodies a harsh reality. Here, the struggle between life and death unfolds under the surface. For thrill seekers and locals alike, it's a daily lesson. They must respect the power of nature and the creatures that inhabit it. As the sun sets, it casts shadows over the swirling waters. One truth remains unmistakably clear. Here at Cahill's Crossing, life teeters on a knife's edge. Every crossing echoes a whispered warning of nature's relentless dominion. Fraser Island, or Hverir, is a vast sand island off Australia's east coast. It has been sculpted by wind and waves over millennia. This unique landmass stretches for over 120 kilometers. It is the world's largest sand island. It is an extraordinary intersection of lush rainforests and pristine beaches. Home to diverse ecosystems, Cahill harbors over 350 species of birds. It also has an array of mammals. There is an astonishing mix of freshwater lakes and ancient dunes. Among its treasures, Lake Mackenzie stands out. It is known for its pure, crystal-clear waters. These waters are formed by the sands filtering rainwater. The island also boasts the only place on Earth. Here, tall rainforests grow directly on sand dunes. This creates an environment unlike any other. It is said that the island is a living record of the planet's geological past. It is a shifting landscape, revealing ancient secrets buried within its sands. The indigenous Butchula people have walked Cahill's shores for thousands of years. Their stories are intertwined with the island's natural wonders. They regard this sacred land as a source of nourishment and spirituality. Their connection to Cahill speaks volumes about culture and nature. This bond is often overlooked in modern discourse. As a World Heritage Site, Fraser Island is a testament to geological phenomena. It is a sanctuary for wildlife and a retreat for humans. It is also a canvas for the elements. Despite its beauty, human activity presents challenges. Rising sea levels and tourism impact its delicate ecosystems. Cahill is more than just a destination. It is a reminder of nature's unyielding force. It is a call to protect the land that sustains us. In its ever-shifting sands, the whispers of nature and history persist. They urge us to listen. Teahupo'o is a name echoed among the world's bravest surfers. It is a realm where ocean meets awe and trepidation. Known for waves that rise like colosseums of water, this Tahitian jewel is not merely a surf spot. It is a paradox, beauty sculpted from peril. The name itself translates to place of the skull, a harrowing reminder of the ocean's ferocity. This phenomenon exists due to a unique underwater topography. It amplifies swells into monstrous tubes. The reef beneath is a shallow slab of coral. It transforms gentle swells into waves that break with near-silent violence. Here, the ocean engages in a ceaseless ballet of energy. It creates walls of water so thick and powerful, they can crush a surfer in a heartbeat. What makes Teahupo'o extraordinary isn't simply the size of its waves, but their sheer unpredictability. Every August, as the south swells arrive, the world's elite paddlers descend. They come not just to ride, but to confront. Many have faced injury, and some have faced far worse. It is estimated that waves can reach heights beyond 7 meters. They can move with the ferocity of a freight train, breaking with a force that has been described as a truck hitting you. The locals recognize it as sacred and dangerous, a duality that speaks to their connection to the sea. Among its many secrets, Teahupo'o holds rare marine biodiversity. It serves as a vital nesting ground for endangered species. Yet, even with such beauty, the waves remain an invitation, laden with danger. There, amid the explosive crashes of the surf, the ocean whispers a truth. Every ride is a fleeting dance with destiny. Beneath the bustling streets of Paris lies a world cloaked in silence and shadows. This is the catacombs. This vast underground ossuary extends over 200 miles. It was born out of necessity in the late 18th century. The city sought to address the crisis of overflowing cemeteries. What began as a pragmatic solution has evolved into a hauntingly beautiful tapestry of history and mortality. Walking through the dimly lit tunnels, visitors are greeted by walls adorned with the bones of 6 million Parisians. These bones are artfully arranged in macabre displays that echo the fragility of life. Each passage tells a story, a reminder of the lives once lived above. Among the countless skulls, some bear cracks from centuries past. These cracks hint at battles fought and lives lost. One of the most unexpected features of the catacombs is the Port Mahon quarry. This cavernous chamber once echoed with the sounds of stone being extracted. The stone was used for the city's grand facades. Today, it serves as a surreal backdrop for art installations. Here, modern creativity intersects with ancient depths. A chilling aspect of this subterranean labyrinth is its secretive history. During the French Revolution, the catacombs were used as hideouts and meeting points by revolutionaries. This imbued the space with a sense of rebellion and urgency. When night falls, the air grows heavy with tales of lost souls. There are whispers of those who ventured too far into the dark. As visitors ascend back to the surface, they emerge into the vibrant life of Paris. They are forever changed by the silence of the catacombs. Here, in the depths below the City of Light, lies an extraordinary reminder of our shared humanity. It is a poignant intersection of life, death, and everything in between. At an altitude of nearly 17,000 feet, La Rinconada exists as a paradox of resilience and desperation. It is a sprawling mining town that teeters on the edge of survival. Perched high in the Andes, this settlement draws thousands seeking fortune beneath layers of ice and rock. Gold glimmers tantalizingly in the darkness of abandoned mine shafts. Yet this quest for wealth comes at a steep price. The harsh climate and elevation invite challenges that few can endure. Here, every breath feels thinner. As the sun rises, it casts a stark shadow over the realities of life in La Rinconada. The air, laced with the scent of struggle, is often described as both a curse and a call. It is a siren song echoing through the mountains. Miners risk their lives daily, descending into the treacherous depths. They use makeshift tools and little more than hope. Among the countless hazards, the highest homicide rate in Peru complements the danger found in the mines. A sense of community clashes with the primal instinct for survival. Conditions are raw. Many dwell in crude huts made of corrugated metal and wood. The average temperature hovers around freezing. The town operates without running water and proper sanitation. Yet its inhabitants persist, driven by dreams of striking it rich. Surprisingly, La Rinconada also boasts a thriving market. Local cuisine mingles with the constant hum of life. Here, vendors sell everything from fried fish to herbal remedies. Weary miners gather to share tales of fortune and folly. La Rinconada serves as a haunting reminder of humanity's relentless pursuit of wealth. It reveals the fragile balance between ambition and survival. This is set against the backdrop of one of the harshest environments on Earth. Amidst the undulating landscapes of Azerbaijan, mud volcanoes bubble and erupt. They create a surreal tableau of geological wonderment. These extraordinary formations are born from natural gas escaping from the Earth's crust. They give rise to fascinating and ephemeral features. The mud, rich in minerals, oozes forth from deep underground. Sometimes it reaches temperatures upwards of 100 degrees Celsius. With over half the world's mud volcanoes situated in Azerbaijan, this landscape is a true anomaly. Often resembling an alien world, these volcanoes can reach heights of up to 15 meters. Their eruptions send plumes of viscous mud cascading down their sides. The sight is both mesmerizing and oddly hypnotic. Bursts of mud spray rhythmically from the craters. They shape the terrain with each explosion. These eruptions can happen spontaneously or during seismic activity. They illustrate the Earth's restless nature beneath our feet. Surprisingly, the mud itself possesses therapeutic properties. Local inhabitants and visitors alike flock to the volcanic fields. They seek the perceived health benefits of the thick, gooey substance. This mud is known for its soothing effects on skin ailments and joint pain. In addition to this, the mud volcanoes serve as a unique ecosystem. Birds, including flamingos, can be spotted foraging in the mineral-rich mud. They are drawn to a food chain that flourishes in this seemingly hostile environment. Azerbaijan's mud volcanoes are not merely geological oddities. They represent an intermingling of natural forces and human fascination. Reckon with the truths of a land where fire and water collide in muddy eruptions. Recognize the intricate dance of life that thrives against the odds. Here, the earth speaks in soft whispers. It invites us to witness its raw, primal storytelling. The Mad Honey Cliffs of Nepal are a fierce testament to nature's power. They are steeped in both danger and tradition. Towering above the lush landscape, these rugged cliffs attract daring honey hunters. They ascend vertical rock faces adorned with beehives. The allure lies not just in the prospect of harvesting honey. It also lies in the known effects of this unique nectar. This nectar is derived from the pollen of rhododendron flowers. When consumed, mad honey can induce hallucinations and intense intoxication. This is a byproduct of the toxins present in the nectar. During the spring, when the bees are most aggressive, skilled climbers scale these perilous heights. They use minimal gear, relying on ropes and their own strength. Each ascent is a delicate dance between risk and reward. One slip can lead to a deadly fall. The cliffs drop hundreds of feet into the lush forests below. The rhythm of nature plays a stark counterpoint to the adrenaline rush above. The honey harvested here is sought after. It is prized for its medicinal qualities and psychoactive effects. It is sold for significant sums across Nepal and beyond. Yet the harvest is not merely about the honey itself. It is steeped in culture and ritual. Local communities often share tales of previous exploits. They pass down techniques and stories, binding generations through this extraordinary tradition. Incredibly, despite the dangers, honey hunters have been scaling these cliffs for centuries. They blend their lives with the wild. The Mad Honey Cliffs stand as a living testament to humanity's enduring relationship with nature. This is a precarious balance of reverence and recklessness. It defines the essence of the climb. Tucked high in the Tian Shan mountain range of China, the Mount Huashan Plank Walk offers a dizzying journey along precarious cliffs. Here, the ancient mingling of stone and spirit creates a path that has beckoned adventurers for centuries. This route teeters between beauty and peril, a legacy of Taoist monks who carved their way through the granite peaks. They sought enlightenment amidst danger. The planks, warped and weathered from time, cling desperately to the mountain face. There are no barriers, no safety measures. Just the cold, unyielding rock and an iron chain. Your only lifeline to survival. Below lies an abyss, a yawning chasm that could swallow you whole with a single misstep. Each footfall reverberates with a sense of foreboding and exhilaration. The sensation is electric, your heart racing as the landscape shifts beneath you. What makes this adventure unique is the duality of fear and beauty. Thrill seekers traverse this path not just for the adrenaline, but for vistas that seem to touch the sky. Sunrises ignite the horizon, the dense fog swirling like spirit clouds. Each step becomes a meditation on fragility. Did you know that the plank walk itself was reconstructed in the late 20th century? Originally built over a millennium ago. It was also considered a pilgrimage route, a testing ground for both faith and fortitude. Even today, it holds dual meanings, a test of courage and a reminder of mortality. With every horizontal glance, the setting sun morphs the cliffs into silhouettes, as if nature itself is a specter watching. In the end, standing here transforms from a mere adventure to a confrontation with your limits. The void reminds each climber that life is but a fragile grip upon the edge of eternity. Aizhai Winding Road in Hunan Province is a meticulous engineering feat. It winds through steep, forested mountains. This road serves as a crucial artery for transportation in this rugged terrain. This asphalt ribbon stretches over 11 kilometers. It features 26 hairpin turns, dropping over 200 meters in elevation. Not only does it connect vibrant communities on either side, but it also showcases human ingenuity in overcoming nature's challenges. Opened in 2012, the road is adorned with breathtaking tunnels and expansive bridges. The most notable is the Aizhai Bridge, one of the highest in the world. It spans a deep gorge and rises roughly 355 meters above the ground. This creates a striking interplay between concrete and the wild landscape. The road's construction was a monumental task. Engineers faced not just the physical challenges of the mountain, but also unpredictable weather conditions and geological instability. Surprisingly, the road has reduced travel time between Aizhai and Fengji. What once took several hours now takes less than 30 minutes. It serves as a vital conduit for vehicles. It is also a route for tourists eager to experience stunning views. Visitors can enjoy the surrounding valleys and lush greenery. Wildlife often glimpses visitors' descent and ascent. This is a reminder of nature's persistence amidst human achievement. Aizhai Winding Road is a living narrative of ambition. It demonstrates how infrastructure can harmonize with rugged landscapes. It provides vital connectivity in challenging terrains. This road stands as a statement of the desire to connect and explore. In this embrace of rock and road, humanity carves out its path. It merges determination with the forces of nature. At the core of Nicaragua, where the landscape reveals its fury, lies Masaya Volcano. This formidable giant is part of the Meseta volcanic range. It is not just a geological anomaly, it is a vibrant force of nature. Masaya is constantly reshaping its environment. The Santiago crater houses a rare, persistent lava lake. Its molten surface bubbles with the energy of the Earth itself. It exudes a sinister brilliance that beckons yet warns. Historically, it has been central to local culture, revered and feared. The indigenous people spoke of its fiery spirit long before the arrival of the Spanish. They viewed it as a divine entity demanding respect. Conquistadors who laid eyes on it dubbed it La Boca dell'Inferno. This is a fitting title for a place where the ground sighs with heat over 1,000 degrees C. As night falls, the volcano transforms. The churning lava ignites the sky, casting an eerie glow. This glow has sparked countless legends of fire and fury. What makes Masaya truly extraordinary is not just its active state. It is the hidden dynamics beneath. This volcano is alive, continually fed by an intricate system of magma chambers below. It creates a spectacle that is both terrifying and mesmerizing. It is one of the few volcanoes on Earth that allows visitors to peer directly into its fiery depths. This privilege is usually granted only to a select few. Yet the beauty here is underscored by danger. Massive clouds of sulfur dioxide gas perpetually seep from the crater. This is a silent threat hidden behind a vibrant facade. Those who approach the rim stand on the edge of a reality. Here, nature harnesses both creation and destruction. Masaya is not merely a volcano, it is a poignant reminder of the Earth's raw power. It represents an eternal dance between beauty and peril. In the whirlpool's embrace, water dances with a primal ferocity. It draws in everything: leaves, driftwood, and whispers of the unwary. The Niagara Whirlpool is a turbulent cauldron formed by the confluence of the Niagara River. It churns with the eddies of the Great Lakes. This whirlpool stands as both a natural wonder and a treacherous trap. This is not a place for the faint of heart. Its depths conceal mysteries and dangers that thwart even the strongest swimmer. Born from the relentless push of glacial meltwater, this unique geological feature spins at a dizzying pace. It creates currents so powerful that they can draw a vessel down into their depths. Once drawn in, that vessel may never resurface. The whirlpool's diameter, nearly 1,200 feet, belies the ferocity within. On calm days, it appears deceptively serene. A placid blue surface whispers tales of tranquility. But beneath that facade, the undercurrents swirl with the weight of history. They carry the secret losses of those who dared to traverse its waters. When autumn arrives, the leaves tumble down like confetti from the trees above. They are caught in the whirlpool's insatiable grasp. They spiral, caught in a dance as old as the earth itself. The very rocks beneath them echo with centuries of stories. These are stories of native tribes who revered this water as sacred. They are also stories of explorers who sought its secrets. There are rare moments when the sunlight strikes the whirlpool just right. This creates a kaleidoscope of blues and greens swirling together. It offers a fleeting glimpse of beauty amidst chaos. Yet in the world's eye, it remains a reminder. Nature's artistry is both alluring and lethal. And in its depths, we are left to ponder. What do we truly know of water's wild embrace? Komodo Island is a remote gem in Indonesia's archipelago. It is a realm where ancient ecosystems entwine with nature's apex predators. This island is the heart of the Komodo National Park. It is famously known as the last refuge of the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon is the world's largest lizard. It can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh over 150 pounds. Their primal presence dominates this rugged landscape. Flat-topped hills meet sandy shores, and rich mangroves wind along the coast. These formidable reptiles are a key attraction for intrepid travelers. They embody resilience and have adapted over millions of years. They thrive in an environment fraught with challenges. What many don't know is that Komodo dragons are also skilled hunters. They can taste the air for scents. They can detect prey from over 4 miles away. Their bite was once thought to be venomous. It is now understood as a lethal cocktail of bacteria. This bacteria intends to bring down their prey over time. It is not an immediate kill. Beyond its famous dragons, Komodo Island holds ecological secrets. It is home to vibrant coral reefs. These reefs offer a sanctuary for marine life. They play a critical role in the region's biodiversity. The waters around the island boast some of the highest marine diversity on Earth. They are teeming with everything from manta rays to rare sea turtles. The island's volcanic origins add another layer of intrigue. Its stark terrain was born from ancient eruptions. This sculpted a landscape defined by cliffs and craggy ridges. Komodo Island stands as a stark reminder of life's fierceness and fragility. In its raw beauty, one finds an invitation to respect nature's balance. In the dance of predator and prey, we witness the primal rhythms of life. A symphony of jagged peaks and lush valleys, Aogashima Island is a paradox. Emerging from the depths of the Philippine Sea, it boasts a unique distinction. It is both a volcanic island and a living community. Home to around 200 resilient souls, nature's fury is not merely a backdrop. It is the very essence of existence. The ground may tremble beneath your feet, but life continues. It thrives in an inhospitable cradle of fire. Within its crescent-shaped caldera lies a young volcano, ready to awaken. When the earth shifts and the sky darkens with ash, the island holds its breath. The last eruption in 1986 sent residents scrambling to safety. But they returned, unfazed by their land's volatile temperament. This duality of beauty and danger draws visitors from afar. Yet many avoid lingering too long. For the courageous traveler, Aogashima offers a surreal experience. Hiking through lush flora that flourishes in the volcanic soil is a delight. You can peer into the depths of steaming fumaroles. Their gases hiss like a kettle on the boil. Surprises lurk in every corner. One can find a secluded onsen nestled in the embrace of nature. It allows weary explorers to soak in geothermal warmth beneath a starlit sky. Yet with such allure, the island demands caution. Its isolation breeds a self-sufficiency unknown to most. Supplies arrive infrequently, and each day is an encounter with uncertainty. Aogashima is not merely a destination. It is a testament to the resilience of life amid chaos. To tread upon its shores is to dance along the edge of a living enigma. Every heartbeat could echo the Earth's restless pulse. Off Brazil's southeastern coast lies Ilha de Queimada Grande. It is a place shrouded in danger and fascination. More commonly, it is known as Snake Island. This forbidding isle is marked by jagged cliffs and dense vegetation. It harbors the golden lancehead viper. This species is so lethal that its venom can melt human flesh. Scientists have estimated that some regions contain as many as 30 of these serpents per square meter. This creates an ecosystem where survival hinges on lethal efficiency. The island's isolation has allowed these snakes to thrive. They have evolved into a unique population that exists nowhere else on Earth. This highly concentrated habitat, while dangerous, serves as a living laboratory. Researchers are eager to understand both venom's complexities and the island's intricate ecology. The Brazilian government enforces strict restrictions. Only a handful of scientists are allowed permission to conduct research. For the average individual, stepping onto this island is tantamount to stepping into a lethal fantasy. Ironically, the Viper's survival is intricately tied to the island's past. Once it was a refuge for pirates and their treasure. The island quickly transformed into a serpent-infested no-man's land. The snakes proliferated in the absence of predators. The men who sought fortune here instead faced a bitter irony. Few have returned alive. Among the many legends surrounding this island, one stands out. Local fishermen claim that the snakes actively hunt birds that venture too close. Even a brief stopover can spell catastrophe for the unprepared. Ilha de Queimada Grande embodies a paradox of nature. It is an isolated paradise crafted by evolution's ruthless efficiency. Here, beauty resides within the realm of danger. Life thrives amidst a reality that reminds us. Some places are best left untouched. The Drake Passage is an expanse of water that breathes ferocity and chaos. It stretches between the southern tip of South America and the icy shores of Antarctica. This is a stormy expanse where the mighty Atlantic and Pacific Oceans collide. This turbulent body of water is not just a channel. It is a churning cauldron where weather systems and currents violently intertwine. This creates some of the roughest seas on the planet. Here, the winds howl like banshees. They reach speeds that can shatter dreams of maritime adventure. The waves, relentless giants, can rise to heights surpassing 9 meters. They can swallow ships whole in their fierce embrace. Sailors have long whispered tales of the screaming 50s and furious 60s. These terms describe the terrifying gales that sweep through this maritime graveyard. More than 1,000 vessels have succumbed to its rage. Their fates are lost to the unforgiving depths. Yet amidst the fury lies a realm of awe. The passage is a fragile lifeline for seals, whales, and seabirds. It creates a unique ecosystem at the frontier of two worlds. It forms a vital corridor for researchers exploring the effects of climate change. The currents here carry vital nutrients deeper into the Southern Ocean. This process sustains both sea life and our understanding of the planet's health. Few places on Earth can claim to be as vital yet as perilous. Navigators would do well to remember that every journey through these waters demands respect. The Drake Passage is a reminder of nature's uncompromising strength and beauty. Here, the line between life and loss is defined by the whims of the sea. Adventure dances on the edge of oblivion. On the edge of the world, Oymyakon lies shrouded in frost. It is a place where time itself seems to freeze. This is not merely a village in Siberia. It is the coldest inhabited settlement on Earth. Temperatures plummet to a staggering minus 67.7 degrees Celsius. That is minus 89.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Life here is a test of endurance. The landscape sleeps beneath a heavy blanket of snow. Even the breath of its inhabitants crystallizes in the air. It is ephemeral and ghostly. The reason for this extreme cold stems from the surrounding mountains. They cradle the region like a frigid embrace. They trap the icy air and prevent it from escaping into the atmosphere. It's a paradox of life. Survival hinges on ingenuity. Here, the inhabitants have developed time-honored methods to cope with the biting chill. They use heated livestock pens and special thermal clothing. These allow them to venture outside. This is not a land for the faint-hearted. Only the resilient endure. In the long winter months, the sun offers just a fleeting glimpse. It rises over the horizon, casting a brittle light on the snow-encased homes. This creates an otherworldly glow. Oymyakon is not only defined by its temperature. It is a realm of extremes. Children are known to walk to school in temperatures that would deter most. Surprisingly, this village also boasts a population of around 500. It draws curious visitors to experience life on the brink of human limitation. Here, amidst the stark juxtaposition of life and death, Oymyakon reveals a brutal beauty. The landscape is a testament to nature's unforgiving grip. Survival itself becomes an art form. It echoes a simple truth: the cold may bite, but the spirit of humanity cannot be extinguished. Gansbaai, South Africa, is an intriguing coastal village. Here, land meets ocean, and a world teems just below the surface. Known as the shark cage, diving capital of the world, it offers a unique opportunity to encounter the formidable great white shark. These apex predators glide with an elegance that belies their reputation. They showcase both beauty and ferocity. The waters off Gansbaai are rich with nutrients. This draws marine life and creates a bustling ecosystem. Beneath the waves, the sharks hunt fur seals. Fur seals are their favored prey that populate the nearby Dia Island. In this dance of predator and prey, the balance of nature is on full display. It reveals the interconnectedness of life in the ocean. Surprisingly, Gansbaai's thriving shark tourism industry elevates the local economy. It also serves an essential conservation role. By educating visitors about these misunderstood creatures, it promotes a protective attitude towards them. Additionally, the area is home to a unique coastal fynbos biome. This is a rare and diverse plant kingdom that thrives in the sandy soils of the region. What might astonish many is that Gansbaai was once a whaling station. Its history is intertwined with humanity's darker tendencies toward marine life. Now the community has shifted gears. They prioritize wildlife conservation over exploitation. This shift marks a profound change in perception. Where once there was fear and hunting, there is now respect and understanding. Gansbaai is more than a village. It is a crossroads of marine life and human interaction. It is a living testament to the intricate balance of nature's forces. It showcases that in the depths of the ocean, life thrives, and redemption is possible. Poás Volcano is a living testament to the Earth's restless energy. It is a vibrant showcase of nature's raw power. Located in Costa Rica, this stratovolcano is not merely a mountain. It is an ever-evolving entity that has reshaped its own identity. This has happened through violent eruptions and geological transformations. The caldera is a vast depression formed by explosive activity. It reveals a colorful crater lake that shifts through shades of turquoise to deep green. This surreal palette is caused by the high concentration of volcanic minerals within its waters. But Poás is not just a spectacle, it's a keeper of secrets. At an elevation of 2,708 meters, the air here can feel both intoxicating and suffocating. Visitors are often graced by a rare encounter with clouds rolling in. These clouds shroud the landscape in a thick mist. This mist offers glimpses of majesty one moment and nothingness the next. The volcano's activity is constant, with solfataras releasing plumes of sulfuric gas. This reminds us that beneath the surface, a boiling cauldron of molten rock waits for its moment. Surprisingly, some experts believe Poás is at the end of its explosive stage. It is transitioning into a phase of quietude. Yet history tells us otherwise. The volcano has erupted over 40 times since the Spanish conquest. One of its most significant explosions occurred in 1953. This explosion sent ash clouds soaring as high as 8 kilometers. The surrounding ecosystem thrives on this tumultuous past. It has unique flora and fauna adapted to the sulfur-rich terrain. Here, beauty is entwined with danger. The whisper of the volcano's breath serves as a harbinger of unpredictability. This unpredictability lies within Earth's core. It is a reminder that even within serenity, chaos may linger just beneath the surface. Hverir is a landscape where the Earth exhales its raw power. Here, in Iceland's northeastern region, the ground sputters and steams. It reveals the volatile heartbeat of a restless planet. Sulfur-stained soil, steaming fumaroles, and bubbling mud pots create a psychedelic palette. This is a vivid reminder of the chaos beneath. This is not mere geography, it is a visceral display of nature's fury. Carved by volcanic activity, Hverir is an otherworldly playground. It is shaped by the relentless forces of geology. The air is thick with the acrid scent of sulfur. This scent clings to your skin and lingers in your lungs. It is a constant reminder that beauty can be toxic. Among the steam vents, temperatures can soar to 100 degrees Celsius. They boil away any moment of hesitation. Visitors tread carefully, aware that every step could lead them deeper. They enter a world that defies expectation. The surprising truth is that this seemingly inhospitable terrain nurtures life. This life is resilient and specialized. Microbial mats flourish in scalding waters. They showcase nature's ability to adapt and thrive against all odds. As you wander, you'll find a symphony of otherworldly sounds. Gases escaping the ground produce a perverse melody. This melody is punctuated by the bubbling of heated mud. It creates an eerie chorus echoing the forces at play. But it is the relentless change of Hverir that grips the imagination. The land is alive, reshaping itself as new geothermal features emerge. While others fade beneath the surface, an intricate web of magma flows and fractures tells a story. This story is one of constant transformation. What resides here is not just a reminder of Earth's fury. It is a testament to its untamed beauty. Within the sulfurous haze of Hverir, there lies a deeper truth. The Earth, in all its ferocity and chaos, continues to create, destroy, and redefine itself. In the end, Hverir is a living canvas. It is painted by the brush of geology itself. Masaya Volcano is a fierce and fiery sentinel of Nicaragua. It is a living embodiment of Earth's restless spirit. Its vast caldera is one of the most active in the world. It constantly emits plumes of sulfurous smoke and gas. This offers a glimpse into the violent heart of our planet. Here, molten lava bubbles and seethes. It brings life and destruction in equal measure. This volcano isn't just a geological wonder. It is a cultural touchstone, revered by indigenous peoples for centuries. They once considered it sacred, a gateway to the underworld. They made offerings to appease its wrath. Today, visitors flock from around the globe. They are drawn by the allure of witnessing nature's raw power firsthand. Masaya's lava lake is one of only a handful on Earth. It can reach temperatures exceeding 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. This creates a surreal sight as it glimmers under the sun. What may surprise many is the dual nature of this volcano. While it serves as a source of fertile soil, it nurtures the surrounding landscape. It can just as easily transition into an agent of catastrophe. The eruptions throughout history have reshaped the region. They have scattered ash across neighboring towns. They threaten local ecosystems. Yet Masaya persists as a sanctuary. It harbors diverse wildlife that adapts to its fiery environment. This includes unique species like the Masaya owl. The owl has evolved to thrive amid the volcanic chaos. As night falls, the glow from the lava casts an eerie light. It illuminates the rugged terrain with an otherworldly glow. Masaya Volcano stands as a stark reminder of the forces that shape our planet. It is a volatile beauty where creation and destruction are eternally intertwined. In its presence, one cannot help but feel the pulse of the earth beneath their feet. It is a living tribute to nature's fierce artistry. Passage du Gois, France. Twice a day, this road vanishes. It does not flood, it does not get damaged. It simply disappears beneath the ocean, as if the sea is reminding you who was here first. The Passage du Gois is a 42-kilometer causeway located on the Atlantic coast of western France. It connects the mainland to the island of Noirmoutier, and at low tide, it looks like a perfectly ordinary stone road with calm seawater on either side and the occasional fishing boat leaning gently against the current. Ordinary is the word that will get you into serious trouble here. Because at high tide, the ocean reclaims every single centimeter of it. The water rises between 1 and 4 meters, covering the road completely. The stone surface disappears. The road is gone, and if you are on it when that process begins, the options available to you shrink very quickly. There are tall refuge poles installed along the causeway at intervals, fitted with ladders and small platforms where stranded travelers can climb to safety and wait for the tide to recede. And yes, people have needed to use them. This is not a theoretical scenario. Vehicles have stalled. Drivers have misjudged the tidal schedule. Cars have been swallowed by the Atlantic. The refuge poles exist because necessity created them. The crossing window is strict and unforgiving. You have approximately 2 hours either side of low tide to make the crossing safely. Miss that window and you are waiting for the next one, which means waiting several hours on one side or the other. And the schedule changes every single day with the tide, so every trip requires checking the current tidal tables before you set off. The sea does not care about your schedule. Beyond the tidal danger, the road surface itself becomes dangerously slippery after the water recedes. Algae and sea growth coat the stone. Motorcyclists and cyclists are particularly at risk. The strong Atlantic winds that funnel across the open causeway add another layer of challenge. And when coastal fog rolls in, visibility can drop to almost nothing at all. Yet every year, thousands of people make this crossing deliberately. Not because they have to, but because there is something genuinely compelling about driving a road that spends half its existence under the ocean. The thrill of it is real. The danger of it is equally real. Plan your visit carefully. Check the tidal charts obsessively. And whatever you do not stop to take photographs in the middle. But if a road that floods twice daily seems dramatic, wait until you hear about a road in Bolivia where the cliffs drop 600 meters straight down. The track is only 3 meters wide, and it once claimed hundreds of lives every single year. On the island of Rahu, the stairway to heaven, known as Haiku Stairs, weaves through the clouds. It is a labyrinth of metal and mist that ascends the lush Kilauea range, originally built in the 1940s for military communication. This once secret pathway now captivates the adventurous spirit of hikers drawn to its steep inclines and panoramic vistas. The ascent is a series of steep, narrow steps, often slick with dew. It is guarded by dense vegetation that seems to whisper secrets from generations past. Each step taken feels like a leap into the unknown, a dance between the earth and sky. The trail rises a staggering 3,922 feet, where the world below fades away, swallowed by a blanket of fog. In this ethereal space, a subtle shift occurs. The air thickens with anticipation and wonder. Yet danger lurks. With no official permission to climb, the journey carries a risk. Disregarding the warnings, some hikers embark, drawn by the thrill and lured by the whispers of a place where the horizon kisses the heavens. The stairs, once a vital military connection, now echo with the laughter and gasps of those brave enough to tread where few dare. Surprisingly, the stairs are not permanently open. They are often shrouded in controversy, closed to the public due to safety concerns and environmental preservation. In recent years, efforts have been made to limit access, leaving many to ponder their allure from afar. Even so, stories of the panoramic views linger in the minds of those who dream of the climb. The stairway to heaven stands as an invitation and a warning, a reminder that nature offers both beauty and peril, entwined in an eternal embrace. Shark Alley is a stretch of ocean off the coast of Gansbaai, South Africa. It is a confluence of predator and prey, where the great white shark reigns supreme. This underwater theater is home to the largest concentration of these formidable hunters on Earth. The waters here teem with seals that frolic on rocky outcrops. They are blissfully unaware of the lurking menace beneath. As autumn waves crash violently against the shore, the shark's hunting season reaches its peak. This transforms the tranquil bay into a battleground. Within a mere 4.5 kilometers, more than 60 great whites can be found circling. Their movements are both graceful and terrifying. Underwater, it's a realm of primal instinct. These giants can smell a single drop of blood from miles away. This makes them both mesmerizing and ruthless. Even seasoned divers are dwarfed by their presence. It is a reminder of the ocean's raw power. It highlights the thin veil that separates life from death. But Shark Alley is not only a crucible for survival. It is also a site of human curiosity and exploration. Cage diving attracts thousands of thrill-seekers each year. They hope to catch a glimpse of the ocean's apex predator up close. What many don't realize is the complexity of the ecosystem beneath the waves. Great whites are vital to maintaining the balance of marine life. They keep populations in check and ensure the health of the ocean. This extraordinary intersection of life challenges our understanding of danger and beauty. It draws us into a dark embrace. It reminds us that in nature's realm, instinct reigns. Survival is never guaranteed. Below the surface, where shadows merge with light, lies a world that commands both fear and respect. It is a place where simply existing can become a perilous dance with giants. Yungas Road, infamously dubbed Death Road, snakes through the mountainous terrain of Bolivia. It resembles a ribbon of trepidation and thrill. Originally constructed in the 1930s, this narrow gravel path was built by Paraguayan prisoners. It has become notorious for its sheer cliffs, heavy mist, and the constant threat of landslides. With only a few feet separating the pavement from a drop that can plunge over 3,600 meters, navigating this road demands unwavering nerve. Every year, close to 25,000 cyclists and daring adventurers set out to conquer its treacherous turns and hairpin bends. They descend from the high-altitude city of La Paz, racing downwards through lush forests and cascading waterfalls. They feel the adrenaline course through their veins. Yet, while the thrill beckons, it is crucial to respect the road's history. Over 300 fatalities annually were recorded in its most perilous years. The journey is as much about the unpredictability of nature as it is about human tenacity. Fog rolls in unexpectedly, obscuring visibility. Sudden rain can turn the road into a slick hazard. Local lore whispers of spirits that roam the mountain, watching over the departed. These spirits embody the very essence of danger and allure. Surprisingly, this highway once served as a vital transportation route. It connected remote communities to essential resources. This illuminates the balance of necessity and peril. Today, Yungas Road stands not just as a pathway, but as a powerful reminder of life's fragility. It is a testament to the dichotomy of beauty and danger. Every turn holds the promise of exhilaration or the haunting echo of loss. It urges travelers to embrace both the thrill of the journey and the respect it demands. Here, on this winding descent, the road doesn't just lead to an adventure. It invites an encounter with mortality itself. A vast expanse of ice and water stretches across Greenland's west coast. This is the Ilulissat Icefjord, a haunting masterpiece of nature's own design. Here, the raw forces of climate and geology collide. They craft a spectacle that is both mesmerizing and unnerving. Glacial tongues tumble from the Cermek-Kujalek Glacier. They birth icebergs that fracture and drift with a grace that belies their mass. Each carving event is a sonic boom echoing across the fjord. It is a reminder of the relentless march of time. This spectacle attracts visitors, yet hides an urgent truth. This Icefjord is not simply a frozen tableau. It is a living record of our planet's changing climate. The UNESCO World Heritage Site is enveloped in silence. The silence is broken only by the crackling of ice. It is home to one of the fastest-moving glaciers on Earth. This glacier advances up to 40 meters per day. That is a startling rate that quickens with rising temperatures. Each iceberg is a giant sentinel. It is a reminder of what was and what is to come. More than 40% of the icebergs carving into the fjord are larger than the Statue of Liberty. Yet they are mere whispers of the vast glacial mass from which they split. Amid this icy theater, the Arctic's wildlife stirs. Seals bask on floating ice, and the occasional whale breaches the frigid waters. They reveal glimpses of life within its cold embrace. But the Icefjord is a fragile ecosystem. It is caught in the balance between majesty and fragility. As the world warms, these ancient giants are slipping away. They fall into the waters with a quiet finality. Ilulissat Icefjord is a breathtaking interplay of beauty and vulnerability. It compels us to confront the choices we make. The specter of climate change looms large. It urges us to listen closely to what the ice is trying to tell us. The Khumbu Icefall is a dizzying labyrinth of ice and crevasses. It is a frozen cascade that presents a facade of beauty, but it holds an iron grip of peril, formed by the relentless movement of the Khumbu Glacier. This colossal structure is a testament to nature's relentless forces. It sprawls like a giant frozen river, constantly shifting, cracking, and carving under pressures unseen. These pressures are deeply felt. Navigating this intricate maze requires skill. It also requires an intimate understanding of an ever-changing environment. Ice towers rise like ancient monoliths. Hidden crevasses, deep and treacherous, await the unwary. Here, every step is a gamble. Beneath the ice, breathtaking secrets lie dormant. Yet these secrets are also threatening. The icefall itself only exists because of the glacier's relentless march. It pushes ever closer to the abyss of the western Khumbu. Mountaineers rely on ladders and fixed ropes strung across yawning crevasses. This is a precarious lifeline where the consequences of failure are unforgiving. More than just a passage to summit Everest, the icefall is a testing ground. Each climber confronts both their limitations and their aspirations. Each year it claims lives, yet it also fulfills dreams. The icefall's shifting nature means that even veteran climbers find surprises each season. It is as if the mountain itself reshuffles the stakes. When the sun sets, a miraculous transformation occurs. The ice glimmers with a spectral sheen, betraying its danger beneath. Silent yet potent, this phenomenon speaks to the duality of the Khumbu Icefall. It is both a gateway to glory and a realm of foreboding. In this frozen wilderness, ambition collides with fragility. It forges destinies as harsh and crystalline as the ice itself. A tumult of the ocean's fury unfurls at Saltstraumen. Nature's force is on full display here. This narrow strait is just under 3 kilometers long. It is the site of the world's strongest tidal current. Every 6 hours, the tide shifts with relentless might. Tranquil waters transform into a churning cauldron. As water rushes through this confined passage, currents can reach speeds of over 37 kilometers per hour. They pull boats into a dance they might not escape. Saltstraumen's history is etched into its rocky bed. It is a remnant of the last ice age. Glaciers carved out this striking landscape. Beneath the surface, life thrives amid the chaos. Migratory fish ride the currents. Predatory sea eagles circle overhead, waiting for their moment. Thousands of years ago, the indigenous Sami people revered this phenomenon. They wove it into their myths, calling it the whirlpool of the gods. Such tales echoed through generations. They steeped the whirlpool in both fear and reverence. Surprisingly, despite its fearsome reputation, Saltstraumen is a hotspot for divers. Here, the underwater world bursts with colorful life. From vibrant corals to schools of fish, it is a stunning spectacle of survival. Adventurers brave enough to explore its depths can encounter underwater canyons and fascinating geological formations. They may also see the rare sight of large marine creatures that call this tumult their home. Yet as alluring as it is fierce, Saltstraumen commands respect. Each encounter is a reminder of nature's raw power. It is a force that both nourishes and consumes. Within its embrace lies the truth. Beauty and danger often intertwine. Each current is a lesson in humility. Each tide is a call to witness the untamed. At Alnwick Garden in England, a curious realm unfolds. Nature's beauty is intertwined with lurking peril. Here lies the Poison Garden, a space that invites intrigue. Yet it warns of danger. Enclosed by high stone walls, this enigmatic garden remains home to over 100 poisonous plants. Each plant has its own dark history and deadly allure. Among the flora, the notorious deadly nightshade, or belladonna, hides its lethal berries. They are concealed beneath glossy foliage. A mere handful can cause paralysis, hallucinations, or death. This is a reminder of nature's capricious temperament. Meanwhile, the elegant foxglove, often seen in the British countryside, conceals a potent poison. This poison can disrupt the heart's rhythm. It silently claims lives with its beauty. Visitors wander through winding pathways. They are guided by ominous signs that alert them to the risks. The allure doesn't end with the plants. The garden itself was created in 2005 by the Duchess of Northumberland. She sought to educate the public on the duality of nature. Here, the sinister intricacies of botanical life are made tangible. It is a celebration of nature's darker side. This experience feels both captivating and cautionary. Among its surprises, the Poison Garden operates under restrictions. It offers guided tour only, emphasizing the serious nature of its inhabitants. Curiously, it also houses an assortment of deadly herbs. These herbs were historically used in witchcraft. They link to England's spirited folklore of the past. As the sun sets, casting long shadows over the vibrant foliage, the garden takes on a different aura. It's a place where life and death intertwine. Knowledge dances with danger here. The Poison Garden invites you to tread carefully. Within this enchanting landscape, beauty can be lethal. Wisdom often comes at a price. Longyearbyen is a paradox. It is a town where human resilience meets the unyielding forces of nature. Located on the archipelago of Svalbard, this northernmost settlement boasts a population of just over 2,000 souls. Here, the sun disappears for months. It serves as a subtle reminder that life can flourish even in darkness. Yet survival comes with its own price. This is a stark contrast to the vibrant life that thrives against harsh conditions. This is a place shaped by extremes. Temperatures plunge to -30 degrees Celsius. Yet it is not merely the cold that defines its existence. The permafrost binds the land in a frozen grip. It conceals the remnants of ancient glaciers. These glaciers whisper tales of a bygone epoch. Despite the desolation, Longyearbyen houses a cultural heart. Art forms and traditions echo the spirit of the polar night. Surprisingly, Longyearbyen is home to the global seed vault. It is a subterranean sanctuary safeguarding the genetic diversity of the world's crops. Within its concrete walls, seeds from every corner of the planet rest undisturbed. They are waiting for the day they may be needed. It's a glimmer of hope nestled amid ice and snow. It reflects humanity's ability to cling to the horizon of possibility. Yet this town grapples with another challenge. Polar bears roam the outskirts, wild and unpredictable. This makes the landscape not just beautiful, but also perilous. Residents are advised to carry firearms for unexpected encounters. This reinforces the reality of coexisting with nature's most formidable hunters. Longyearbyen is thus more than a destination. It is a testament to human tenacity. Life continues in a symphony of icy winds and starlit nights. It serves as a reminder that in the furthest reaches of the earth, hope and danger intertwine in a delicate dance. At the roof of the world, Mount Everest casts an imposing figure. It is a titan of rock and ice that draws explorers and climbers from across the globe. Known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Chomolungma in Tibet, It is the highest point on Earth, reaching 29,032 feet into the stratosphere. Shrouded in cloud and legend, its very name evokes a primal mix of aspiration and trepidation. Formed over millions of years through the collision of tectonic plates, Everest is more than just a peak. It is a living chronicle of the Earth's history. Among its icy slopes, climbers encounter the infamous Khumbu Icefall. This is a treacherous expanse of shifting ice towers and crevasses that can crumble at any moment. Each ascent is not merely a physical challenge, it is a psychological odyssey. The air thins and the body's limits are tested against altitude sickness and frostbite. Every year, hundreds brave this unforgiving environment. But the mountain claims lives. The death zone, above 26,247 feet, is a realm where human survival becomes increasingly improbable. Yet tales of triumph echo as well. In 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay made history. Their footsteps marked a new era of adventure. What may surprise many is that Everest is not devoid of life. Rare mountain flora and resilient wildlife can exist at lower altitudes. Additionally, the mountain is a cultural symbol for the Sherpa people. Their strength and wisdom make them integral to any successful expedition. Mount Everest stands as a fierce reminder. Pursuing dreams often comes with perilous costs, and greatness is not without sacrifice. Beneath the waves of the Pacific Ocean lies an abyssal chasm known as the Mariana Trench. It is the deepest point on Earth, plunging over 36,000 feet into darkness. This extraordinary underwater canyon was shaped by tectonic forces over millions of years. It is a realm where light ceases to exist and temperatures can plunge near freezing. With pressures greater than 1,000 times that of sea level, it is a world where only the hardiest of life forms can endure. Home to the enigmatic amphipod or deep-sea shrimp, it can withstand these crushing conditions. The trench conceals creatures that seem crafted from the very fabric of nightmares. Bioluminescent organisms flicker in the pitch black, illuminating their surroundings. This creates a biological dance of survival. Acidic fluids and volcanic activity create a landscape that is both forbidding and raw. Remarkably, scientists have discovered that over 200 unique species thrive here. Some of these species are found nowhere else on the planet. Exploration of the Mariana Trench is limited and perilous. It is undertaken only by specialized submersibles designed to withstand its extreme pressures. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron descended alone. He unveiled sights unseen by human eyes, yet only scratched the surface of this oceanic frontier. Each dive yields new discoveries, posing questions about life's resilience in hostile environments. The trench not only challenges our understanding of biology, it also serves as a stark reminder of Earth's geological processes. These processes echo the tumultuous forces that forged its very existence. As scientists strive to unveil its secrets, one truth remains clear. The Mariana Trench is a profound testament to the depths of our planet. It is a silent abyss, waiting for the curious to unearth its stories. Black Bear Pass, USA. The most notorious switchback in Colorado sits directly above Bridal Veil Falls. It is barely wide enough for a Jeep, and there is no room at all for second thoughts once you have committed to the turn. Black Bear Pass is a high mountain route in the San Juan Mountains of southwestern Colorado, crossing a pass at approximately 3,900 meters above sea level and descending the eastern face of the mountain directly above the town of Telluride. The road was built in the late 1800s to serve the Black Bear Mine, a silver, gold, and lead operation located in the Ingram Basin. And it was designed not for comfort or scenic enjoyment, but for the transportation of ore by mule and wagon from the mine to lower elevations where it could be processed. The road is a four-wheel drive-only route, unpaved, rocky, and in most sections just barely wide enough for one vehicle. The western approach from Red Mountain Pass is steep and rough, but navigable by any capable four-wheel drive vehicle in dry conditions. The eastern descent toward Telluride is a different matter entirely. The eastern descent requires negotiating a series of tight switchbacks on a very steep slope above Bridal Veil Falls, the tallest free-falling waterfall in Colorado. The road follows the cliff face immediately above the lip of the falls, and in the most exposed section, the falls are directly below you, and to one side, the White Cascade plunging over 100 meters into the valley beneath. The view is extraordinary. The position is vertiginous. The most notorious single point on the entire route is the top switchback on the eastern descent, sometimes simply called the Black Bear Switchback. The turn is so tight that a standard full-size vehicle must execute a multi-point turn to complete it, reversing to the outer edge of the road, and then pulling forward on a surface that offers a direct view down the cliff face and the falls below. There is no room for uncertainty in this maneuver. You either commit completely and execute it with precision, or you have a very serious problem. The approach to this switchback requires coming down a section of steep, loose rock road with the knowledge that the turn at the bottom is waiting. Going too fast means you arrive at the switchback with too much momentum and too little time to set up the maneuver correctly. Going too slowly risks losing traction on the loose surface. The rule on Black Bear Pass is absolute. It is one way only from top to bottom, meaning once you have descended past a certain point, you are committed to completing the descent all the way to Telluride. There is no turning around, and if Black Bear Pass concentrates every element of Colorado Mountain, driving danger into a single switchback above a waterfall wait until you drive the road just to its north. One of the most beautiful and one of the most dangerous stretches of highway in North America, a road where the views are worth $1 million, and the locals have a joke about whether they would drive it for that price. The wind whispers tales of shadows and light across the rocky expanse of Zion National Park. Angel's Landing thrusts skyward like a sentinel. Formed through eons of erosion, this formidable rock formation is a remnant of ancient geological forces. It is a harsh beauty carved from sandstone capable of both awe and despair. Hikers pursue the narrow ridge, drawn by the promise of panoramic vistas that pierce the horizon. Yet the trek is not without peril. Every footfall on the seemingly solid stone can betray you. The sheer cliffs drop dramatically into oblivion on both sides. The infamous chains installed for safety provide a false sense of security. One slip can transform adventure into tragedy. More than 300 individuals have succumbed to its treacherous allure since the park's inception. Their stories are woven into the fabric of this sacred land. But what lies beyond the peril? Angel's Landing was once a sacred site for the Paiute people. They believed the spirits of the ancestors gathered here. Today, it is a pilgrimage for thousands. It is a convergence of ambition and nature's raw power. The hike draws enthusiasts from far and wide. Many test their limits on the final ascent. This scramble to the summit is known for its sheer drop-offs. The only view that can match the scenery is the vulnerability that grips the heart. As the sun dips low, casting golden hues across the canyon, it becomes clear. Each step is a reminder of life's fragility. At Angel's Landing, one finds not just extraordinary landscapes. It is also a confrontation with one's own insignificance against the timeless forces of nature. A place of beauty, yes, but it is also an invitation to reckon with risk. It is a pulse-quickening dance on the edge of the world. Moki Dugway, Utah, 360 meters of sheer cliff, a gradient of up to 10%, and a surface of loose gravel that shifts under your tires in ways that asphalt simply does not. The Moki Dugway is a section of Utah State Route 261 in San Juan County, and it descends the face of the Cedar Mesa Escarpment in a series of 3 switchbacks that are, by any objective measure, extraordinary. The road was built in 1958 by a mining company called Texas Zinc Minerals Corporation, and its purpose was specific and practical: to transport uranium ore from the mines of Cedar Mesa down to the processing facility in Mexican Hat in the valley below. The cliff was not a landscape to be admired. It was an obstacle to be solved, and the solution was the Dugway. The descent drops approximately 360 meters over a distance of about 5 kilometers of road, which translates to an average gradient approaching 10% and in certain sections reaching even beyond that. For a passenger car, this is challenging. For a fully loaded ore truck in 1958, this was an exercise in controlled fear every single time. The road surface is unpaved gravel throughout, and the gravel is not packed and stabilized in the way that a well-maintained gravel road is. It is loose, variable, and it migrates with weather and traffic. On the switchback sections, where the road curves most sharply, the outer edge of the curve offers a view straight down the cliff face to the valley floor hundreds of meters below. There are minimal protective barriers. In many places, there are none at all. Standing at the top of the Dugway and looking down, the switchbacks appear almost vertical from that angle. The road looks like it has been painted on the face of the cliff rather than built into it. The valley below is a vast open plain of red rock and desert scrub that stretches to the horizon in every direction, and the sense of scale, of height, of the sheer drop between you and the ground level at the foot of the cliff is genuinely dizzying. The drive down requires low gear throughout, engine braking doing most of the work of controlling speed, while the brakes handle the sharp corner maneuvers at each switchback. The drive up is equally demanding, requiring sustained effort from the engine on the steep gravel surface. In dry weather, the Dugway is manageable for a careful driver. In wet weather, the gravel surface becomes unpredictable, and the standard advice is to wait for conditions to improve before attempting the descent. The views from the top are among the most spectacular in Utah. The Valley of the Gods spreads below, Monument Valley visible in the far distance, the landscape of the Colorado Plateau in every direction. It is a view that justifies the fear of getting there, and if the Moki Dugway makes you feel the weight of the cliff beneath your wheels. Wait until you hear the story behind the road that cuts through Taroko Gorge in Taiwan, built not by machines, but by veterans with hand tools, men who had survived war only to face the mountain with nothing but shovels and bare courage. The Sundarbans is a sprawling mangrove forest straddling the border of India and Bangladesh. It is a labyrinth of waterways and thickets where the land meets the sea in an intricate dance. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is the largest tidal mangrove ecosystem on Earth. It is a unique environment shaped by the ebb and flow of the Bay of Bengal. Here, the roots of trees dig deep into silt. The saltwater and fresh rainwater blend to create a habitat unlike any other. Home to an astonishing diversity of flora and fauna, the Sundarbans is perhaps best known for the elusive Royal Bengal tiger. These striking predators have adapted remarkably to their brackish surroundings. They have become adept swimmers, often hunting prey in the water. Estimates suggest only around 100 of these tigers remain in the region. This makes their presence all the more profound. The mangroves also shelter more than 300 species of birds. They are home to various reptiles and mammals, weaving together a complex web of life. Local communities have coexisted with this wilderness for generations. They rely on the bounties of the forest while navigating its dangers. Fishermen risk crocodile encounters. Honey harvesters brave the tiger's domain to gather sweet rewards. Yet the Sundarbans are not immune to the impacts of climate change. Rising sea levels threaten to submerge these vibrant lands. This forces both wildlife and humans to adapt or perish. In this raw, primal landscape, survival hinges on resilience. The Sundarbans captures the essence of coexistence. Here, nature's splendor confronts its unpredictable force. Through its tangled roots, we are reminded that true beauty lies not just in safety. It lies in the very act of persevering against the odds. K2 Base Camp is situated in Pakistan's Karakoram Range. It draws adventurers and climbers from around the globe. It is a gateway to one of the planet's most formidable peaks. At an altitude of over 17,000 feet, it is not merely a resting point. It serves as a launching pad into the notorious challenges the K2 presents. This area is often shrouded in clouds. It offers a breathtaking juxtaposition of desolation and grandeur. Here, ice and rock dominate the landscape. What makes this place extraordinary isn't just its raw beauty. It also includes the allure of the world's second highest mountain. K2 is infamous for its treacherous weather patterns. Storms can unleash snowfall at an alarming rate. This can turn the most routine climb into a perilous challenge. Over 300 lives have been lost in its pursuit. It's a peak that commands respect for its height. It also commands respect for the ferocity of nature itself. Climate conditions shift unexpectedly, further complicating the ascent. In fact, the mountain has a higher fatality rate than Everest. This grim statistic speaks volumes about the technical demands of the climb. Base camp serves as a communal hub. Climbers share strategies and stories here. They often bond over the shared realization of their situation. They are in the presence of something that transcends human capability. K2 Base Camp encapsulates the undying human spirit. It is a place where dreams and fears intertwine in a ballet of ambition. Despite the risks, explorers come seeking not just to conquer. They seek to experience the profound solitude and beauty of the high mountains. Here, at the foot of the legendary K2, adventurers discover. The pursuit of challenge is, perhaps, the highest calling of all. Wuxi Cliff Road, China. They were farmers, not engineers, not soldiers, not government workers. Just farmers who decided that the cliff was not going to keep them isolated for another generation. The Wuxi Cliff Road, also known as the Lion Eye Cliff Highway, is located in Wuxi County, Chongqing Municipality, in the southern part of China's Sichuan Basin region. The road runs along the sheer face of the lying Grand Canyon, a dramatic limestone gorge of extraordinary depth and vertical extent, and it is approximately 1-2 kilometers long, carved directly into the cliff face at a height of nearly 1,000 meters above the canyon floor. The road was built almost entirely by the villagers of Jiajiang themselves, without significant external assistance, beginning in the mid-1980s and completing around 2001. The motivation was straightforward. The village of Jiajiang, like many communities in the deeply carved limestone canyon country of Sichuan and Chongqing, had been effectively cut off from accessible road transport by the cliffs that surrounded it. The canyon walls that make the landscape so spectacularly beautiful were also the walls of a prison for the people who lived on the plateau above. The nearest road access required a journey of many kilometers on footpaths that were impractical for any significant transport purpose. The decision to build the road was collective, made in village meetings over several seasons, and the work when it began was organized in the same collective spirit. Families were assigned sections of the cliff. Work parties were assembled, and the basic tools required, hammers, chisels, hand drills, ropes, and explosives secured through the local government's support of rural development projects, were gathered and distributed. The method was essentially the same as had been used at Guoliang and at the Shibin Cliff. Suspension from the cliff tops, drilling into the limestone face, blasting to create the rough ledge, and then hand finishing the surface into something usable. The limestone of the lying Grand Canyon is somewhat softer than the Taihang mountain rock at Guoliang, which slightly reduced the time per meter of advance, but the scale of the project was comparable, and the duration, nearly 15 to 20 years of continuous work, reflects the enormous challenge involved. The completed road is extraordinary. It runs along the cliff face in a strip barely wide enough for a single vehicle, with the canyon dropping nearly a kilometer below on the outer side and the limestone cliff rising above on the inner side. The views from the road are simply not available from anywhere else. The depth of the canyon, the scale of the geological formations, the distance to the canyon floor, all of these create a visual experience of genuine power. The canyon can be reached from Chongqing City by road to Wuxi County, and then onward to the canyon entrance, making it accessible for day trips from the regional capital. And if the Wuxi Cliff Road honors the farmers who built it, wait until you travel to Russia's Far East. To a road that was built not by farmers or soldiers of war, but by prisoners of the Gulag who dug through permafrost so hard it was indistinguishable from frozen concrete, and who were buried beneath the road they were building when the cold killed them before the road was finished. Kilauea Volcano is one of the most active volcanoes on the planet. It is a living canvas of Earth's fiery core erupting into the Hawaiian landscape. Its eruptions shape the island of Hawaii, creating new land. They alter the very geography beneath our feet. The volcano breathes, molten lava spills from its summit. It weaves a mesmerizing tapestry of red and orange against the night sky. What makes Kilauea extraordinary is not just its frequent eruptions. It has a unique relationship with those who call this paradise home. Locals honor Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of fire and volcanoes. They intertwine their culture with the rhythm of the Earth's fury. Each eruption is viewed as a powerful moment of creation. It serves as a reminder of nature's relentless cycle. Did you know Kilauea's summit caldera is roughly 2.5 miles wide? It harbors a lava lake that can change dramatically within hours. Its surface boils and bubbles, offering a glimpse into the depths of the Earth. During periods of intense activity, this lake can overflow. It floods the surrounding areas with molten rock and ash. This reshapes the land in an instant. In 2018, a series of explosive eruptions transformed the landscape dramatically. They created new fissures and even altered the coastline. Lush green lands turned into barren lava fields. The sounds of cracking rock fill the air. The scent of sulfur serves as a constant reminder of the raw power at play. Kilauea is not merely a volcano, it is a place where the earth speaks. Fire dances upon the land, and the cycle of destruction and rebirth unfolds. This happens in constant harmony. Here, nature reigns supreme. Humanity is but a fleeting spectator in this grand performance of geology. The Khumbu Icefall is one of the most perilous stretches on the route to Mount Everest. It is a shifting expanse of glacial ice. Abounding with towering seracs and deep crevasses, it's a labyrinth of ice. This landscape transforms with each rising sun. It exists due to the relentless movement of the Khumbu Glacier. The glacier descends from its source high above and cascades downwards. It cracks, shifts, and sometimes collapses under its own weight. Navigating the icefall is fraught with anxiety. Temperatures can plummet at any moment. Unexpected avalanches may rain down, making it a place of constant danger. In the spring, seasoned climbers and eager novices tread carefully. They cross ladders that bridge yawning chasms. These ladders are expertly strung together and often warped by the glacier's temperament. Each step is a delicate negotiation between ambition and survival. Surprisingly, the icefall advances almost a meter each day. This fact underscores the dynamic nature of this frozen arena. Ice doctors are specialized rescuers known for their expertise. They traverse the treacherous terrain to maintain the fixed lines. Climbers depend on these lines, and their job is a blur of danger and necessity. Although thousands have crossed this icy expanse, many have not returned. Yet amidst the chaos, the Khumbu Icefall draws human aspiration. It beckons those with dreams of scaling the highest peak. At every turn, it reminds them of the line between triumph and tragedy. The icefall may seem lifeless and relentless, but it pulses with an energy that is intoxicating and lethal. Here, ambition meets adversity, and the icy heart of the mountain beats on. Fairy Meadows Road is a treacherous ribbon of asphalt. It winds along the foothills of Nanga Parbat. Nanga Parbat is one of the highest peaks in Pakistan. It is a formidable guardian of the Himalayas, often referred to as the Killer Mountain. Nanga Parbat has claimed numerous lives. It has earned a fearsome reputation among climbers and trekkers alike. The road itself is a narrow pathway carved into steep cliffs. It navigates rugged terrain and is both a destination and a trial. Accessible only by four-wheel drive, the journey along Fairy Meadows Road is fraught with risk. The unpaved stretches often give way to sheer drops. Landslides can transform safe passage into perilous encounters. Travelers must stay vigilant as the road is prone to sudden closures. These closures are driven by the whims of weather and mountain conditions. Yet for those who dare to traverse it, the rewards are plentiful. The panorama unfolds with lush green meadows. It features dense pine forests and the towering majesty of Nanga Parbat looming above. Surprisingly, this once isolated route has emerged as a showpiece. It attracts adventure tourism, drawing thrill seekers from around the globe. They are eager for both the challenge and the views. It's a place where locals celebrate their rich cultural heritage. Villages dot the landscape and provide a glimpse of life intertwined with nature's wildness. Tales of climbers and hikers weave through the fabric of the region. These stories add layers to the tales told around evening fires. Fairy Meadows Road stands not simply as a path through the mountains. It is a testament to the intertwining of human ambition and the raw power of nature. It is an experience that echoes long after the engines fade. It leaves only the whisper of the wind and the pulse of the earth. There are engineering achievements that define civilizations. The pyramids, the Colosseum, the Great Wall, and then, quietly without proclamation or ceremony, there is Bein Bridge, 160 years old, made entirely of teak wood, stretching nearly a mile across Tongthaman Lake in Myanmar and somehow still carrying thousands of people across its surface every single day. Bein Bridge is the longest teak wood bridge in existence. That distinction alone would make it remarkable, but what transforms it from a historic curiosity into one of the most extraordinary human structures on Earth is the way it functions. This isn't a preserved relic. It isn't a museum piece maintained behind glass for tourists to photograph from a distance. Bein Bridge is a living, breathing, working piece of daily infrastructure. Monks cross it at dawn. Fishermen wheel their bicycles across it at midday. Children run across it on their way home from school. And yes, visitors from every corner of the world walk its length at golden hour, watching the sun descend behind the mountains, turning the lake's surface to liquid copper beneath their feet. The bridge was constructed around 1850 by the mayor of Amarapura, a man named Bein, who reportedly used teak wood salvaged from the former royal palace at Inwa when the capital was relocated. That decision to repurpose ancient royal timber rather than cutting fresh wood was not just practical. It was a demonstration of a sustainable engineering philosophy that modern civilization is still struggling to fully embrace. The wood used to build Bein Bridge may be older than the bridge itself. Over 1,000 wooden pillars are driven deep into the lakebed, supporting a narrow walkway that sits low enough above the water that during rainy season, the lake's surface appears to rise up and claim the structure. The deck is only wide enough for two people walking side by side, creating a natural slowness to the crossing. You cannot rush. You cannot stride purposefully from end to end. The bridge imposes its own rhythm. Step, look, feel the slight give in the ancient teak beneath you. Notice the fishermen balanced in their boats below, nets trailing into still water. Understand, slowly, that you are walking through something that the modern world has almost entirely forgotten how to build. What makes the crossing genuinely challenging, beyond the physical narrowness and the height above water, is the psychological exposure. There are no handrails along much of the length. The lake stretches away on both sides into a horizon framed by distant hills. When wind moves across the water and the bridge responds with a low, almost imperceptible vibration, you become acutely aware of exactly how much open space surrounds you. The bridge does not feel fragile, but it reminds you constantly that you are crossing a body of water on wood that has been standing since before most modern nations existed. And the remarkable fact, the one that genuinely separates Bein from every other bridge in this list, is that this structure is not maintained by a government infrastructure program. It is maintained by the community that depends on it. When pillars crack, they are swapped entire lives. You people who cross it every day understand that its survival depends on them. And over a century and a half, that understanding has been enough. Death Valley is a vast expanse in California's Mojave Desert. It is the hottest place on Earth. The relentless sun beats down on the parched landscape. This creates a surreal and harsh beauty. Formed by tectonic forces, this valley sinks below sea level. It is enveloped by jagged mountain ranges. It hosts the lowest point in North America, Badwater Basin. Badwater Basin lies 282 feet beneath the surface. Here, salt flats stretch out like ancient mirrors. They reflect an unyielding sky. Yet this extreme environment harbors secrets. Each summer, temperatures can soar above 130 degrees Fahrenheit. This creates a furnace-like atmosphere that seems inhospitable to life. Yet its harshness cultivates a unique ecosystem. Desert wildflowers burst into color following rare rain. It is a vibrant spectacle against the ashen backdrop. Geologically, Death Valley is a living lesson in the Earth's history. It showcases tectonic activity and erosion. The striking formations of the racetrack playa reveal moving stones. These stones leave trails, a perplexing phenomenon. This phenomenon continues to baffle observers. These rocks seem animated by some unseen force. They traverse the dry lakebed, carving their stories into the desert floor. Death Valley is also home to Furnace Creek. It recorded the hottest temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit in 1913. This record remains unchallenged. It is a land of extremes where survival is a daily battle. Here, the silence is palpable. It is disturbed only by the occasional gust of wind. The wind whispers secrets from ages past. In this realm of blazing sun and chilling nights, Death Valley stands as a paradox. It is a place teeming with life in a landscape that seemingly offers none. It serves as a reminder of nature's dual role as creator and destroyer. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone is a haunting remnant of a cataclysmic event. It stretches across the stark landscapes of northern Ukraine. This zone is a silent witness to the fallout of human error. Established in the wake of the catastrophic nuclear disaster in 1986, it spans over 1,600 square miles. It forms a barrier that restricts human access. Yet it allows nature to reclaim its territory. The abandoned towns, ghostly structures, and overgrown forests tell a story that is both chilling and strangely beautiful. Within this desolate expanse lies Pripyat, once a thriving city of over 49,000 residents. It is now entombed in time. Here, the Ferris wheel stands motionless. It is a symbol of joy that never came to be. As animals return to the land, wildlife thrives in the absence of man. In fact, populations of wolves and even rare European bison have been spotted. Human presence is diminished, yet nature flourishes in an eerie resurrection. The radiation levels have dropped significantly since the disaster. This has prompted scientists to study this peculiar ecological experiment. One surprising fact is that an estimated 1,500 species of plants can be found within the zone. Many of these species have adapted and thrived despite the lingering radioactivity. While the zone is still a dangerous place, its transformation into a wildlife habitat challenges preconceived notions of recovery and resilience. Visitors now venture into the exclusion zone. They are drawn by curiosity and a sense of reverence for history. Yet they tread on fragile ground where the past and future collide. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone stands as a stark reminder of humanity's capacity for destruction and the unpredictable resilience of life. In its silence, echoes of a forgotten world reverberate. These echoes urge us to remember.